everyone. We just left our campsite from last night, and that was a really good campsite. Everything that we were looking for our first time. Our first mistake, Henry drove for a few hundred yards onto the highway. My daughter quickly realized that it was still up, so we quickly pulled over. Right now,
that's why you need to have a checklist.
That's why you need to have a checklist, that's for sure. Right now, we are heading towards Lassen National Park. Our first stop is to go to Bumpass Hell. It's like it has a lot of geothermal activities there, where you have boiling pots, a lot of like mineral springs that are like still like basically boiling. Because Lassen, I think it's an active volcano. I always compare it to Yellowstone. It's almost like a little Yellowstone to me. And then from there, we're gonna do another hike, and then hopefully find another somewhere.
Free campsite.
A free campsite.
That's all we've been looking for. Free campsite.
But it will help if we have a map of like the national parks map, because it'll show on there where your campgrounds are. But you know, this is our first time, so
newbie mistakes.
Newbie mistakes, and we're learning. So we're making a checklist of what we need to do and what we need to bring next time. But last night was perfect.
To me, it was the perfect site.
Yeah.
You know, it's exactly the site that we're looking for. We were supposed to, we wanted to stay in Juniper Lakes, but you know, we found it's not the same as Juniper, but it's as pretty as Juniper. So you know, it's okay.
It's dispersed camping. It's like there's a little, you know, like a worn off
Continue on California 36 west for 20
trail
miles.
on the side of the road, and we're like, okay, let's pull over and see what's there. And sure enough,
I think the place is being maintained by PG&E. Because we saw some PG&E sign.
Yeah.
There were some spots that we could, you know, go through.
Yeah.
So, but you know, it was really nice. It was a jackpot, site for us.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Well, I'm gonna flip the camera over so you can see the landscape that we're seeing on the way to Lassen, and then we are gonna say bye from there. Okay? So there you go.
Yeah. Lots of beautiful trees. I mean, evergreens.
Evergreens.
We'll see you guys later. We'll do some hikes at Lassen. We'll try to enjoy our hike in the afternoon. It's gonna be brutal, but anyway.
Yeah. It's kind of hot.
Yeah.
It's kind of hot here. I think it's 90 degrees. 90 degrees. So.
Okay, bye for now. Bye.
We are entering Lassen Volcanic National Park. Lassen is in the northern part of California, near Redding and Shasta and Whiskey Town. Lassen is one of the places in the world that has 4 different types of volcano in the park. You'll find all 4 of them in the park. Pretty soon we'll be coming up to the entrance, but I just want to get to a clearing where you can see a cinder cone volcano. We are entering Lassen Volcanic National Park. Lassen National Park is in the northern part of California, near Redding, Shasta area in Whiskey Town. Lassen is one of the few places in the world that has all 4 different types of volcano in the park. There's an entrance fee of $30 to go to this national park, but if you're a national park holder, you can buy the passes for seniors, and it's like a lifetime park entry fee for any national parks in the United States. we're gonna head to the visitor center and maybe get a map because we want to do a couple of hikes here in the park.
Okay, something just
Something just fell. I think it might be our dish rack from the sink. But that's part of RV life, right? Make sure you secure things.
Yeah.
So stop ahead, and I think this is the ranger station. Yep, this is the ranger station. Okay, we'll see you guys in a little bit. So we're at the visitor center at Lassen. We always hit the visitor center to get our magnets for, you know, like our souvenir. We're in luck with our trip because we just found out that every campground here is open. We don't need reservations. We can basically just pull up and park, and as well as
This parking lot.
that parking lot over
This
there
parking lot over here. We were told that we can actually camp out here for the night. If we can find anything. So, just gonna drive around.
We're gonna drive around the park. We wanted to do Bumpass Hell, but the ranger said it's a little too hot for that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do the 3 lakes, and she said it's a good place to swim.
Yep.
So maybe we'll head there. So, we're driving through the park, and I'm gonna pan the camera to my right side. Oh my god. And that's like a sheer drop off over there. And the guy driving
No, I can't look.
is scared of heights.
Sweaty.
So his hands are so sweaty. He cannot look because he's so nervous. But man, this park is really beautiful. I think this is one of those places that it's worth a visit to be revisited.
Coming back.
We hit our first lake. It's called Emerald Lake. And look how beautiful that is. There are pullouts on the side of the road, so it's easier to park and come down here and just enjoy this lake. There's a nice breeze. That peak in between those trees is the Lassen Peak, which is like 10,000 feet above sea level. We're at Manzanita Lake, as you can see, and that behind us over there is Lassen volcano. The trailhead to go to see this view is right in a Manzanita campground, and it's a short walk. It's very flat, very easy, nothing strenuous. It's a short walk. Even little kids, like little toddlers, can do it. It's very pretty. You have to come around though to really get to see this this view. You can rent canoes and kayaks, and I think stand-up paddle to as far as activities that you can do at the lake. The campgrounds, they have 4 different campsites. The last one at the very end is Loop D, and that's only for tent camping. But they have washrooms, they have showers, they even have a place to do your laundry. So it's a good place to stay for, you know, like maybe a week if you want to camp for a week. You can hike to the peak of this. There's a trailhead right off the Lassen Parkway.
Right there.
And it's, I think the elevation is about 10,000, almost 10,800 feet.
Just 1.2 miles.
1.2 miles. It's called Kings Creek Falls.
Right.
What you hear running is the Kings Creek. We'll take you there with the kids. They're complaining.
Is this the trail?
No, this is just to see
Oh,
the
just
creek.
to see the creek.
The trail is back there.
Okay.
It's very lush here in Lassen, and it seems like there's a lot of meadows.
Right there.
Just left our campsite from last night. We stayed at Summit Lake South. Lassen has 6 campgrounds inside its park. We chose to stay at Summit Lake South because 1, it has an opening, and 2, it's right off the Lassen Volcanic National Parkway. We're going home now, on our way home, but we're gonna stop at another place here within the park, maybe Bumpass Hell or do the Terrace Lakes hike. We are at Lake Helen, and that up there is Lassen Peak. It's almost like a mirror or the reflection lake. You're at a right angle, take a picture, you can see all those 3 peaks reflecting from the lake. We're going on our last hike, and we're going to Bumpass Hell. It's a 3-mile round trip from here. The history behind this is there's a gentleman his last name is Bumpass. He was giving a tour to some dignitaries around here, but he fell into one of the boiling lakes and burned his leg. That's why they named it Bumpass, and Hell because of the way it looked with all the boiling pots and the steaming vents and all the hot lakes. So it's out in the open. We'll see how it goes. On Bumpass Trail, maybe half mile into it. There's a little guy. The elevation is 8,500 feet, so you can feel your heart pumping a little harder. So the little guy takes frequent breaks, which is fine. There's the other two. That right there is Bumpass Hell. You see all that steam, hydrothermal activity. Bumpass fell in one of those boiling lakes, and the temperature of the lake was around like 240 Fahrenheit. He lost his leg from that accident. We veered off the Bumpass Hell Trail into Frying Pan Trail, and it's a better view because you're more at looking at the top. But here you guys.
Yeah, we're very close to the steam.
Yeah. Then we're gonna go back up right onto Bumpass Trail and then walk on the boardwalk.
Yeah, it smells like rotten eggs here.
Pool.
The Gatorade pool, which, oh, that one.
Yeah. That one.
There's the Gatorade pool that I was talking about.
This is the end of our maiden voyage of Lubong Family Adventures at Lassen Volcanic National Park.
And don't forget, make sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And remember, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey.
Okay, bye for now.
Bye.